How you doing, how you doing, how you doing? Bree here for Ginger in the Desert Creations. We're going to do installment number 2 of our semi-precious series. This is going to be Lapis Lazuli, or Lazuli, because you see, some people say it differently. My oh my, how can that be? Search me. Alright, that's enough cutesy crap for one day. Let's go paint! Right. One phone-related drama later, we are ready to play with another one of these 12 by 12 rounds. This is also, as I said in the last video, 2 panels glued together. A little bit sloppily, but I'm not actually selling anything or whatever. I am just playing with the stupid stuff. So, one question. Can you still call it a phone if it does everything else but? I should know something like this. Anyway, for this project, I am doing Lapis Lazuli. So, I am using Regale Blue, Chroma Molten Metals to try to do that. And I am using aged bronze, also Chroma Molten Metals. And I threw in a little bit of about half and half molten metals and the Dorado gold left over from Valentine to give myself a bit of a lighter iron pyrite mimicking color. So that's the aged bronze, and that's the aged bronze and Dorado gold. So, aged Dorado gold. I don't know. And then I have Mont Marte Phthalo Blue, Mont Marte Deep Cyan, Mont Marte Ultramarine Blue, and rounding it all out, ooh, I got that big ol' Mont Marte Titanium White. Now, what I'm trying to do this time, I hopefully learned from the last one that I'm going to get a ton of the swipe color and not a lot of the other colors. Now, there are going to be a lot of blues in this one, as you saw when I put them all in front of you, but I want it to be more blue than the pyrite color. So I have made 2 swipe colors, one Ultramarine Blue, and I'm going to have a lot of trouble saying that, and one of the aged bronze. What I'm going to try to do this time, though, is I am going to try to do a flip cup, because I care a lot less about mixing of these colors. But I am going to start with a bit of Ultramarine Blue, right in the bottom there. Going to be most of the Ultramarine Blue, and Regale Blue from the Chroma Molten Metals, and this is the Phthalo Blue. Just kind of layer them all on there, and I'm just going to do a little touch of this white. I don't want there to be too much white in it, because I don't think there's very much white in Lapis Lazuli. There's more white in Sodalite, which probably will be one I'm doing later. And there's our deep cyan. I'm going to put in a bunch of this. Well, I'm probably going to, let's put it in the mixed kind of stage into it. So this is the lighter version of the aged bronze. And then aged bronze on top of that. And then a little more of a streak of the lightened aged bronze, and I'm almost going to lose that stick, but I didn't. Hooray! And then I somehow lost my stirrer. I think I actually know where it went, but let's just use a popsicle stick. Something else I learned from the last 2 paintings that I have done this way is that I really appreciate those little tiny tasting spoons as my stirrers. They work really well, and I'm glad I impulse bought them, changed my mind for what I wanted to do with them, and decided to use them to make paintings. Because that's the order that went in. I'm just gonna shovel a bunch of this blue in here. I am thinking that I'm going to get a lot of pyrite. It's probably going to take over. But the swipe color should deal with that, I think. Let's just put a little fadunk of this. Let's put a little bit of this white in here. Well, the white's in there now. And there's more of the Phthalo Blue. I'm just going to sit and plunk it all in here. Ah. And I just hit my head on the camera. It's still happy enough. Regale Blue. Get a nice stripe of white in here again. And then, let's see. Let's pop in some more of this mixed color for our impression of a dark gold. It's a lot there. And then a bit of the full-on aged bronze. I think the only bits of blue I got left is this Phthalo Blue, the darker stuff. Or I got my swipe color, but that's got 2 drops of silicone in each of them, so don't exactly want to just plonk that in amongst the others. Even though I suppose I could. Alright. Am I brave enough to flip this cup? Strangely enough, I don't want to spill it. But the point is that it's going to spill all over there. So, what's up with that? Anyway. And let it ooze out of there for a second. Give it a little blub blub. Get rid of some of the suction. And there it is. Stripey, stripey. Let's tilt this sucker, see what happens, huh? Now this, do we call it a canvas, even though it's a board? This thing that I got in my hand, it has 1 coat of gesso on it, so that it will hopefully not absorb a ton of the paint and require more paint to get where we're going. And I think I'm holding it at a weird angle, but hopefully you can still see it. I'm gonna kind of shift around here. Thinking I might be, I think I'm kind of, I think I am undercutting the amount of paint I need a little bit. Because that was a 4-ounce cup and that was not full. But at the same time, I know that the swipe cup adds to, or the swipe colors add to the full amount of the paint. But with a 12 by 12 like this is, you end up needing somewhere around 5 ounces of paint. And I think it's showing a little bit that I do not have 5 ounces of paint on here, because it doesn't really want to make it down. Are we satisfied that it's there enough now? I can put it down, and we will just kind of encourage a little bit of this gold to go around the edge here where there's still a little bit missing, or it's still a little bit light. And I will just plain dump some aged bronze over here where there is plenty of space for it. And I'm going to pick up the edge and just kind of dump that off. All right. You can hardly tell I don't know what the hell I'm doing, can you? All right. Now, I have my little piece of plastic, same one I was using before. It's got a little bit of Herman Munster green residue looking thing on there, but we're not going to mind that for right now. Okay, we're going to start with a nice big swipe of this aged bronze. I guess I'm going to start right in the middle. Doop, boom. And then our Ultramarine Blue, like that. I'm going to use Ultramarine Blue on the other side too. And let's just be a devil and do 2 in a row, huh? Okay, whoops. I didn't pull that through very well. Okay, that drug some of the white along with it, but I'm not hating that. Okay, let's do a second one over here. Oh, that was sloppy. Hello, come back this way. How's that going? I don't know. Let's go from the other end and give it some of the aged bronze. That went interesting. Okay. I am just letting it do its own thing. I ain't deciding jack. And here, and I missed a little gap. And come back with the blue. Come across a little better. There we go. That's a full swipe. Come down here. Boom. I like that white coming through. It still kind of does look more planety than anything else, I think. But it's still interesting. It's looking like I probably may have wanted more of the white in it. Don't know. Guess I will finish up this little bit with just a hint of that aged bronze. Looks like I have swiped the whole thing. Here comes the fire! Nope. Nope. There we go. We have ignition. Still don't think I see too much developing when I torch it. I'm not getting my head in your way, am I? It is about at head level, but I still managed to get my head in shot on my first video. Although you didn't see that because I edited it out. Because I'm magic. There's not a great lot of variety in it, and I can kind of see the cyan in here. You see the gold. There's little wisps of white. I probably would have appreciated more white in it, but that ain't happening. I've got a mess here. I could try to... I don't know if I'm going to end up getting ice cream soup or a little extra swipes of something here. So I would like to break that up with something other than blue or gold. And I don't have any more white, unfortunately. I guess I could put the lighter gold in there and see if that makes me happy. We might be able to make me happy that way. Just kind of drizzle it through here and then give it a little blue swipe, right? Wherever? I don't know. Where'd my plastic go again? Okay. I have magically disappearing plastic. Let's swipe over this. I think I mostly just removed it. Oh, at least that brought up a little bit of color. It's not white, but it's color. So that broke up a bit of the monotony. I guess I'm happy with that. Hey. Hey, hey. Let's do some more. And then we'll really regret it. Yeah, that's kind of how life goes for me. You get excited about something, so you do more of it, and it comes and it bites you. Get a nice big old lap of Ultramarine Blue. Run it over those dollops I just put on there. and wipe this off and come back and get that edge. Boom. That is developing some stuff there. That's some nice bits of interest. Little bit. I think I'm going to try to swipe over this big patch of gold here with a little patch of blue. We'll see if I regret that decision. Okay. Smeared it a little more. Turned it a little more planety, I think. How about if I just come back over and do that? Well, what do you think? Have you ever seen any lapis lazuli that looks like that? I'll have to see how it dries to see how I feel about it. Kind of think I do like a little bit of the variety in here, but you got to be really up close to look at it. So let's take you up close, shall we? Here we are to get up close and personal with lapis lazuli. Coming in closer, closer, closer. Oh, so close. And flying over. What just happened? Oh, I just got a notification from Discord, and I got distracted. Over here, and down, and over, and up, and there we go. We will have to see how it dries in a couple of days. Woohoo! Lapis lazuli turned out pretty good. Did probably about, what, 80% what I told it to? So I think that's a decent result. I'm liking the big patches of bronze. They're really nice and sparkly in there. Cells probably don't have quite as much complexity as I would have liked, but that's probably my fault in the end. Either way, I think it looks pretty pretty. It's got this very planet effect to it, just like the other one did. So there we have it, lapis lazuli. Thanks for watching. Bye.